Ooh, get up.
Oh shit.
Green, off the court.
Bruh, pure
Flip
sharp.
that. What's good, everyone? Y'all know I'm really not big on everybody making these 19 videos before 19 comes out. But I was on Twitter. So if you guys got Twitter, you see my Twitter right there, @_ATC Tony. Make sure you guys go follow me. It's the best way to interact. If you got any questions about builds or you need help for 2K19, that's the best way to get in contact with me. But today, we got some juicy stuff that we got to go through. So we're just going to get right into it. First thing, this guy, Zach Timmerman, 2K19. He's a producer for 2K, and he's been the plug lately. He's been like the new LD 2K for us. So he goes on to tweet, open and contested mid-range, and 3 are now affected by height for my players, where shooting is a bit harder at the tallest heights. So all those people that made those 6'10 pure sharps and the 7'3 stretch bigs are not going to be as effective next year, and I think that's great. iPod asks him about, being like a Dirk kind of Gasol player, and then Zach goes on to respond, you're like, if you make your player a realistic height like Dirk or Marc Gasol, who's a 6'11", 7 feet, you could still kind of do that, opposed to being 7'3", and just naturally already being able to shoot over everyone. So then another guy quotes his tweet, right? And then he says, you got to be more specific. What's the point on making a stretch big then if you can't shoot over people? Then Zach goes on to respond. He says, not true. Stretch bigs will be effective regardless of their height, which he's right, because then he goes on to say, height naturally helps them shoot over contesting defenders. Height hits shooting hardest 7 feet and taller. So if you're going to make a stretch, make them 7'1" or 7. Don't make them 7'3". But hey, this might all be speculation, and it might be wrong as well. And 7'3s might still be OP this year, and they might be just saying that. So minimum and maximum wingspans, are going to be affected more this year. They kind of said that they looked into that more. So then he goes on to say that the biggest hits are to open and off the dribble outside shooting, as you probably expected. If you care about shooting, you'll care a lot about your wingspan. So last year when I made my sharp, I didn't have max wingspan. I had it, I think, 3 or 4 down from max, and that's why I had 99 and 98 in contested and open, because it was kind of a neutral wingspan opposed to being a max wingspan and then you're losing your open. You know what I mean? So it's all going to be relative to your player if you're a small forward, shooting guard, point guard. But those play sharps 6'7" max wingspan, those days are over. And even the pure stretches with max wingspan at 7'3". So I'm kind of glad, it's going to be a little bit more realistic, it sounds like, this year. So I'm excited. On to our next one. Zach goes on to say, many badges have gone through some much needed adjustments. The most notable, the dead eyes, fire off more often. Ankle breaker and limitless range are not quite as powerful, and a defensive stopper is stronger. So I don't mind the limitless not being as powerful, because I was shooting from behind half court greens all year this year. The thing is, though, when you get into takeover mode, it's probably going to be just as powerful as last year. So we're going to have to see how that goes. Same with the ankle breaker. I'm pretty sure once you're in takeover mode, it's going to be OP. Then this guy goes, bruh, is being a sharp even worth the fun anymore? Zach, obviously, like he said before, said Deadeye's got a buff. And then he says, limitless was OP. Honestly, needed to bring ourselves back to reality. Which I can agree with, especially for Pro-Am when you have those stretches sitting behind the hash marks and just popping threes all day with Dimer. So we're going to see. Hey, this is all just speculation. Remember that, guys. This might, we got to see when the Prelude comes out Friday, which I will be streaming live. So you guys can interact with me then if you got any questions, and I can help you out. Next one here, free throw ace is back, but not everyone can get gold this time around. Sharps can get up to Hall of Fame. A few archetypes can't get the badge at all. Thank God. How is a two-way rebounder getting gold free throw ace? Even if you're a pure slasher, like a athletic, rebounder like DeAndre Jordan cannot shoot free throws. So there you go. So now it's going to be a little bit more realistic with the badges. Another note for badges. Badge Plug asked Zach if glue hands are in the game. He asked if glue hands, quick reflexes, and free throw ace are in. We know free throw ace is in for sure. Quick reflexes we don't know yet, but he said glue hands are gone. And before you guys get all kind of like crazy about it, the reason why glue hands are gone is because they said they adjusted the long court passes. So you're not going to be, from your inbounds, throwing it to half. The ball's not going to go, completely to the other side of the court anymore. It's going to be, passing mechanics are going to be a lot better this year. This is for you post scorers if you guys made it this far. Pure post score, how many Hall of Fame badges? 5 at power forward and 4. 5 at power forward and center, and 4 at small forward. So 5 Hall of Fame badges isn't really a lot, because I think the rest of the other peers are getting 7. But we'll have to see, man. I just had to throw it in there for the post scores. Oh, another thing you guys need to note, I didn't get the screenshot, but Pure Lockdown's got a lot of love this year. They got 7 Hall of Fame badges and some, I'm sure they got other crazy ones. So that's gonna be a good build. Keep on the lookout for that. Now, Mike Wang says here you won't get the boost benefits of your secondary arc until 94, which we know. He says, and then this guy asked the greatest question. He said, Mike, will we be able to see the archetypes of our opponents if we missed it at tip-off? Because I do it all the time. I never ever look. Then Mike says you can check everyone's archetypes anytime by pressing the play call button. That is so clutch, man. So it looks like 2K19 is making big moves. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I don't normally drop a lot of videos like this just because I thought, everybody's kind of doing it. And, there wasn't really a lot of news out earlier. But now we got big news. Apparently we got a park trailer coming tomorrow, and I'm excited. So let me know what builds you guys are going to make and what you think are going to be OP in the comments. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. Like, comment, subscribe, man. And I'm gone.